everyone, I'm here with your weekly Tarotscope for the week of October the 29th to November 4th of 2018. This is the last few days that I'll be working with the Tarot of the Vampires, which is my October deck that I'm using on Instagram and Facebook for the daily weekday draws, and then also the Halloween Oracle as well. And then November, I'll be switching up to some new decks, so wait and watch for that. Of course, as always, if you want your own reading, you can go to the Etsy shop. Until the end of October, the Rockstar reading and the Past Life reading will be at a lower price, and then they'll go back up again for November. So if you wanted to get one of those, you have a couple of days left to do it before the end of the month, so stay tuned for that. All right. So let's get started with the cards. We'll start, as always, with Aries for the week. Aries, we have the Prince of Scepters, or the Knight of Wands, as it is in most decks. So this is a week, unlike last week's, which I think told you to slow down. This is very much a card that says go. Now is the time to go, Aries. Now is the time to take action, to take that risk, to make that move, which you are very good at. It's a time for swift action to really just kind of go for it, to take a risk. This is a good indication as well if you're thinking of moving, if you're taking a trip of some kind. It's saying that this will go well. This is a really strong, good indication that things will turn out positively for you this week. Taurus, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Luck is on your side this week, Taurus. Well, we did just recently have the full moon in Taurus. We also have, there's a lot of Scorpio energy going on, which is a sign that is opposite the chart from you, but it is a sign that you are compatible with. So there's a lot of Scorpio energy that's helping you along right now. But your luck is starting to turn. Things are starting to happen for you, and it's like you don't even have to do anything. It just sort of, seems to fall in your lap. But you still have to take advantage of the opportunities that are coming your way. So definitely be optimistic this week and look forward to that. For Gemini, we have the Ace of Cups, or Ace of Grails. You're starting to open your emotions a little bit more, Gemini. Geminis, you're known for, your quick mind and your communication abilities, but sometimes you can shut yourself off a bit emotionally, but it's saying this week isn't like that. This is a week where you're definitely feeling quite sensitive in some ways, but also like your heart is really opening to things and very compassionate. It's also a time that shows you're being inspired. So be open to what's going on around you, and don't be afraid to kind of, open your heart a little and put some love in this week. For Cancer, we have the Queen of Grails, or Queen of Cups, which is a very Cancer type card. For you as well, this is very much a week where you are opening up. You're finding yourself feeling a lot more sensitive. If you're feeling more, though, like you want to be at home and create things, so this might be a good week to just kind of, be at home and enjoy yourself. It's not really a week where you're sitting around moping or anything. It's a week where you just kind of want to go be at home and create things. This is also a good week to host a party or to have people over at home. You're definitely somebody who is going to be very welcoming and a great, hostess or host and an entertainer. But you're definitely feeling good and safe with your loved ones around you and an environment that you love and enjoy. So it's definitely, a good week for you, Cancer. You're very much at home with this particular card. For Leo, we have the Daughter of Grails, or the Page of Cups. You may be feeling quite sensitive this week, Leo, where you may sometimes feel like people are pushing your buttons a little bit. But it says that you need to practice some self-care. So unlike, Cancer, who's very comfortable with kind of staying at home and curling up in blankets and doing their own thing, it's saying that this is a week where you need to do that. You need to practice some self-care. And especially if you're nurturing a new project, or, you're doing something new in your life, or taking care of someone, it's saying that you need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself as well, and that you're honoring your sensitivity and honoring your need to have, a positive, safe environment around you. For Virgo, we have the Star. So there's some good news coming for you, Virgo, just like with Taurus. For you, though, it feels like, there's good news that's coming, and it's kind of off in the distance. So especially if you've been feeling really down, or a little bit depressed, or a little bit like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen for me, there's like this light at the end of the tunnel, and it's telling you to be hopeful, and to also to be optimistic, because you're more likely to see those opportunities if you are, being optimistic about things. For Scorpio, we have the Three of Knives. So we've had a lot of positive cards so far, and this is one that is more challenging. And we do, have a lot of Scorpio energy going on astrologically right now. But it is saying that, there is some kind of loss that you need to mourn. There is something that you need to kind of come to terms with in some way. So it doesn't necessarily mean when this comes up that something bad's going to happen this week, but it just, there may be something that reminds you of something that made you sad, some loss of some kind, and that it's okay to grieve and be sad and protect and nurture yourself this week. For Sagittarius, we have the Nine of Scepters. This is a week, Sagittarius, where you need to be stubborn. You need to just kind of keep going. Like if there's something you've really been pushing for and you feel like, oh, should I give up on this? Is this something I should continue doing or not? It's saying that this week is telling you, like, yes, just keep pushing through. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Just keep going. You're almost at the finish line. So, keep going. For Capricorn, we have the Six of Grails. We've got a lot of Cups cards this week. There's a sense of nostalgia this week for you, Capricorn. There's a lot of childhood memories going on. I mean, for a lot of us, especially in the Northern Hemisphere, this is, Halloween. Depending what part of the world is, some places celebrate it, some don't. But there may be a lot of nostalgia around the whole Halloween thing. Childhood memories, definitely a connection with children. And it's saying to go out and enjoy yourself and to indulge yourself a little bit in that nostalgia. That's okay. And there's a connection here with children and caring for the inner child as well this week. For Aquarius, we have the Ace of Skulls or Ace of Pentacles. So great week, Aquarius, if you are starting a new job, starting a business, moving house, anything where you're starting something in the physical realm. There is a new start in this area. It could even be just you revamping your finances, but there is a new start here in the physical realm for you. And Pisces, last but not least, the Four of Skulls or Four of Pentacles. So Pisces, you've got a lot on your plate this week, and unlike some of the other signs, it seems like you're quite busy and really trying to get down to work with things, and it's telling you that you might need to leave a little room on your plate. That it's good to be accomplished and it's nice to feel secure and stuff, but make sure you leave a little bit of room in your life so that you can be open to new things and new experiences. So that's this week. So it's generally quite a positive week, I think. I think Scorpio kind of has a more challenging week out of all the signs, but for most it's like good news is coming. There's a lot of talk too about honoring one's sensitivity and honoring one's creative side and their emotions. So the card for this week from the Halloween Oracle is Werewolf, and it's about exploring wildness. So I think Halloween's a really good time of year to do that, to explore your wild side. I mean, we can dress up in costumes and kind of put on a persona and try something out. For a lot of the signs this week, there was issues of, hope and taking risks. And so it's saying explore that side. You don't have to always play it safe all the time. Sometimes we can explore, taking a risk of some type, and depending on how we are, some people are, feel better with big risks or little risks. But exploring that sense of wildness, I think, is part of that. And I think this time of year is definitely appropriate. And if you're in the Southern Hemisphere where it's Beltane, that's also a time when it's really connecting with our inner wildness and the beauty of nature. So I encourage you to get outside and enjoy things, take a risk, do something fun, be a little wild this week. So that's what I'm seeing in the cards. If anybody has any comments or questions, please put in the comments below. Thank you so, so much for watching. Always appreciate it and love it. And as always, peace, love, rock and roll.